Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Rants show. This episode is special. I know I say it's special every single episode, but this one is. This one is about Homer Simpson. Now, Homer Simpson is kind of like the perfect fictional character. And I think the reason he's such a good fictional character is because he walks that thin line between fiction and nonfiction. Now, obviously, The Simpsons are this heavily cartoonerized, satired version of the American nuclear family. Obviously, Homer even works at a nuclear power plant. So they're like this funny representation of like American suburbia, which is great. Simpsons is a fantastic show. It was. Honestly, I think we're at the point where the Simpsons just needs to, you know, I don't want to say it out loud. It's very, very sad. I enjoy The Simpsons. The Simpsons is a really, really good show. The first 10 seasons are literally like peak. I know that phrase is used too much, but it's the first 10 seasons are very, very, very good. There's a reason they made an extra 25 seasons after the first 10. Okay. There's a reason it's been on for so long. It's because the first seasons were so great. But The Simpsons is like a three-legged dog. It's happy. It can walk, it can play, it's happy. But then it gets sepsis. It gets this really, really bad infection. Really, really bad. Super high fever, drowsiness, can barely walk, labored breathing, can't think straight. And, you have to wonder, is it time? Is it time? The dog, you've had good times, really good times, but there is nothing that can be done, and the animal is suffering. That is The Simpsons. That is The Simpsons. The Simpsons just needs to end. They should really just give it a proper end, even though no one cares at this point. No one cares, but the voice actors, they've had enough. Let them retire. Feel bad for them. Um, I occasionally, when I'm like, on Sunday when the new episodes come out, when I say occasionally, I mean like maybe once in the last 5 years, watched like, a part of a Simpsons episode, a new Simpsons episode. Marge's actress, I should say. Her voice is gone, completely gone. That like Marge voice must have just shredded her vocal cords over 35 years. She doesn't even sound like Marge anymore, which is a real shame. But at the same time, this is like the best time, the best time. Little Fluffy, little Fido, he's sick. He's sick. And we love him. We love him. He's our favorite. We've had good times. We have good memories, but he's suffering. He's suffering. And there's nothing that can be done, absolutely nothing. So it's a shame. It's a real shame. The Simpsons, they had a good run. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was just like they saw the formula and just kept it going forever. I don't know if it was just greed. I don't know what it was, but that is The Simpsons, an example what not to do with a TV show. Like I glaze Breaking Bad a lot, but Breaking Bad does not have 35 seasons. In fact, I would call this crazy. I would assume that Breaking Bad would not be a very good show if it had 35 seasons. Does that make sense? The first episode of Breaking Bad, Walt is diagnosed with lung cancer. Walt's diagnosed with lung cancer. Imagine if he survived 35 seasons. Like 30, 40 years of TV. Not the best. Not the best. It's also really weird because like Bart and Lisa and Maggie are the same age for 40 years. And time is obviously passing because if you watch the new episodes of The Simpsons, they have like iPhones and shit. What's the deal? Yeah, so I think it's one of those things that it should just be have like one super good season or make like one perfectly designed movie. And I mean like a really good movie. The Simpsons movie is okay, but I'm talking about like what I want to see. This is what I want to see. Listen up, folks. Listen up, folks. This is what I want to see. I want to see a movie, a Simpsons movie, the final movie. Then they're done. No more books, no more TV show, no more movies, no more shitty mobile games. Maybe Simpsons Hit and Run. They should remake that. But the first like 5 minutes of the movie, I want them to find a time machine and go back in time to the beginning of The Simpsons, the start of The Simpsons, like the late 80s, early 90s. That's what I want to see. And I want to see like an entire season or an entire movie that was made in the time of like the original Simpsons, because that's where the charm is. You know, like I said at the beginning of this episode, the Simpsons are a caricature of like American family, like American values, American suburbia. In the year 2026, that shit is dead. Like suburbia is dead. The American family, like the nuclear family, that shit is dead. So it just doesn't make any sense for today. It doesn't make any sense for today. You know? Like, there's an episode of The Simpsons. It's got to be within the first 10 seasons where Homer decides that he's going to stop going to church. And so every Sunday he just like, you know, sleeps in, lays around the house, you know, and Marge and the rest of his neighbors are just like so shocked that he's skipping church. Nowadays, people are shocked if you do go to church. So The Simpsons has truly changed with the times. And it's fun for me. Obviously, I wasn't born, you know, I didn't watch The Simpsons in the 80s and the 90s. But watching The Simpsons that were made in the 80s and 90s, you almost get nostalgic for something that you didn't live through. And that is where The Simpsons truly thrive. You know, I don't want to see the latest episode where Homer gets a fucking app on his iPhone. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care that Bart loves playing Fortnite. I don't care. I want to see like the classic storytelling. You know what I'm saying? You know, back when like Homer could choke out Bart and drunk drive and no one gave a shit. That's what I want to see. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments. What you think about The Simpsons. Do you still like the show? Even now on episode or season 352? Let me know. I appreciate you listening to this, and I will see you tomorrow.